Well, hi everybody. Happy, happy almost spring. um, Coming in live because my floor. I have it on tape somewhere, and I don't know whether you all saw it or not, but I will take it again. My floor is finally done. All right. The thing is that had it. He painted it. He did not treat it or anything like that. So I decided I was going to go over it and paint it. So he bought the paint. I painted it different colors, and it really came out really, really good. However, because of the rain and because of the fire and everything and the water dripping down and everything, because we had new ceilings and everything put in, the floor was still soaked because it hadn't been treated or anything. So my lines in it. Hi, Tiffany. How you doing? You know how the wood is divided and they have little lines and stuff like that they began to crack. So I noticed it, and I asked one of my friends, well, not my friend now, the guys next door that are working on the house next door were coming over because my husband wanted to ask them something. So I showed them the floor, and they said, "Well, that's because it's still damp." I said, "Well, it's still damp after 2 years?" And they said, "Well, yeah, because they didn't treat it or anything like that." So I said, "Well, what am I going to do?" They said, "Well, you can get a new floor." I said, "But I can tell you right now, your floor is over 150 years old. So that's good wood that you will never be able to replace. And if you do replace this, it's going to cost you thousands and thousands of dollars." He said, "Now, he's still liable for it, but I don't think that he's going to be able to pay $5,000 or $6,000, $7,000, maybe $8,000 for good wood." Okay, hey, old Joe, how you doing? So I said, "Well, what would you do?" He said, "Well, if I were you, I would tell him, that he's got to pay for the floor because it's got to be fixed." Because there was a whole list of things on the listing that I got after that said, that he had to fix this and he had to fix that, and this was supposed to be fixed and this was already paid for. So the floor in and of itself was already paid for, but he just painted it. All right. I think he thought we were really dumb. But anyway, we got a new floor. So they treated it and everything like that, wrapped it and fixed it so that you couldn't get any. I forget everything, all the words that my husband said because he's technical like that, but I don't know. I know what I know. That's it. But he, so he said, "Well, we can get you a laminate floor and a good laminate floor, lay it down, pressure treat it, everything like that, and weather condition it, blah, 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 so forth and so on, and then help, not to let the chill factor get in." Oh, you are? Yeah, don't claim it. We all gonna get rid of it in the name of Jesus. So he said, and I said, "Well, how long is it going to take?" Because that was the other thing. I didn't want the other guy in here because he'll rip it all up and then be gone for a week. That's another story. So anyway, they put it down in a day. It is beautiful, and I will show it to you if you haven't seen it. All right, you're okay? You crocheting? I'm knitting. I'm back knitting again. I'll have it on as soon as I get a couple more things done. I'm just trying to get my house organized. And then he was sick because he went to the hospital, I think All right. And then it was his birthday. So the family was over kind of last weekend. And then this weekend, the whole family is over, to have dinner with him and stuff like that. Now, my birthday is the end of March. I'll put it up because I'm going to have a birthday party. All right. I need to have something so I can take my mind off this daggone house. But anyway, so I went to the dollar store. I did that. So that's the end of that. So the house is getting done little by little. So, hey. I'm doing pretty good. With everything that has transpired in my life, like everything that transpires in everybody else's life, just different transpiring. Okay. I am good. Okay. I refuse to. No, I'm an Aries. My husband's a Pisces. My husband and his friend, because we all went out to dinner today. I think Val's was Valentine's Day. His birthday was Valentine's Day. Okay. And then my husband is the 8th. Mine is March the 31st. And my girlfriend's, who's married to Val, okay, we married best friends twice. Okay. That's a story for another time. But her birthday is the 24th. So we all celebrate our birthday every year. We had one more person, my girlfriend from way back. Okay, way back. We were little kids together too, as well as my girlfriend Sandy. We've been friends for 70 years. Our mothers were friends. And I'm an Aries, and I'm a typical Aries. But we've been friends for 70 years, but we celebrate our birthdays together. But our friend Winnie, she's been dead for quite some time now. I think about almost 10 years, I think. But her birthday is March the 31st on my birthday, as well as my granddaughter, who you see me with from time to time on here, is March the 31st. Oh, so you're like me with Nay. I'm a typical Aries. Yes, I am. But I'm not. I used to be when I was young. I had a snappy mouth. Not a snappy mouth where I'd use dirty words or anything like that, but people would say things to me and I would say something like, so, whatever. I've been that type of a girl all my life. When I was little and young, and especially after my father died, okay, when I was young, I didn't take much foolishness. Although the girls picked on me all the time because my food was different and everything like that. And you know how that works, okay, Tiffany? Especially when you're going to school and your mom is different than all the other kids are different, than all the other moms and everything like that. And your food is different and your language is different, even though I spoke English too. My father was English. He was from the South. Kids just did not, they weren't very kind to me, some of them. But I prevailed for it and everything like that. My mother told me, hey, suck it up, buttercup. I mean, but they were like terrible, because, and I wonder about a lot of my friends who were also, ethnically challenged is what I used to call it and stuff like that, because I was friends with a lot of kids who were mixed, half Mexican, half whatever. I had a girlfriend who was half German and half Black that came to Boston to live, so she went to school with us as well. And they really did. They really did. Especially, I don't mean to be funny when I say this, but they really did pick on us, though, Till one day I just got tired of it and I knocked the hell out of one, and then everybody left me alone. If I had known I could have done that earlier, I would have done that. But my mother did not like me to fight. My brothers, on the other hand, would say, and I knew how to fight. My brothers taught me how to box. But anyway, so this is what I got. Well, I went to Wawa's and got coffee, a little coffee frap. I needed it. We went to dinner today. First of all, let me tell you, we went to the Mission Barbecue. Now, I don't like barbecue. Well, no, I like barbecue chicken, barbecued shrimp, brisket, and all that other kind of stuff. I don't know, because I really don't. I remember my mother cooking brisket maybe once or twice a year, and I really didn't like it. I really didn't like steak really until I was well grown. I'm talking about maybe in my mid 30s, early 40s. And I really don't like it that much. I'm a chicken and fish kind of kid. Any kind of fish that you have, pretty much I'll eat. Any kind of chicken you have. I mean, there's only one chicken, but although there's the black chicken, I'm not touching that. I'm not. I am not touching that. I'm not. Okay. But that black chicken ain't pretty. It isn't. I don't even know. But I mean, I know probably a lot of Asian people, because I know that my uncle was Filipino, and I mean, I remember him fixing black chicken, but I don't remember any of the kids eating it. Because kids adapt themselves to when they're eating food when they're young, of how it looks. That looks like a horror movie to me. It does. It looks like a horror movie to me now. Okay, like the people are going to play the organ, da, 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 and stuff like that. And the ghost is going to walk up and everything like that. And the black chick, no. Okay. I have too much of imagination. Okay. I mean, seriously. But anyway, let me tell you what I got. Let me show you what I got. Okay. So first of all, let me show you what I got here. Oh, we go. You were on yesterday, and I had you to turn on. Somebody came to the door, okay, that I had to see. I didn't think that they were coming until today, but anyway. So anyway, we went to the Mission Barbecue, and it was really good. But like I said, I had my shrimp and everything like that. They're really like barbecue. So I got these. I got 6 of these. I should have got 7 because I forgot my oldest granddaughter. I got 6 of these. I got 2 purple, 2 pink, and I got them all looking alike. Reason being, even though 2 of them are grown and 2 of them are in their teens, okay, and one of them is very grown, she'll take whatever. But understand, okay, that if you give your kids different things, well, she got them, and they're grown. She got this, and no, I'm not doing that. And then I got 1 blue. So I got all those for their basket. And I got them because I know, and you know, that the dollar store has them today, and they won't have them tomorrow. Okay, so I got 2 of these. I have 1 more. I have some more in there. The reason being I got them, or the reason that I got them, okay, is because I am going to freeze eggs like I did before years ago, okay? Because they're expensive again. And the woman down the street has a farm. Excuse me. So she's charging $4 a dozen. So I said, that's pretty good because they're $12 a dozen in a lot of our grocery stores. So I'm going to clean these and I'm going to freeze eggs tomorrow. So I'll probably come on and do it. It's real easy and simple. You can freeze eggs and then you cover them. You put them in the little, the cupcake holder. So I'm going to clean these out and we're going to freeze eggs tomorrow. I'm getting back to doing what I got to do. Okay. Because at least, like I said, the floor is right. My backdrop, which is, my sink and my stove and, my countertop and everything like that. The man that did my floor said, because I have tiles in them and everything like that, I'm sick of the tiles. The tiles have been there for almost 20 years. So, and I mean, and now because there's indentation in it, my hand can't take that. So he said he can cement it without pulling all the stuff out and everything like that, cement it and everything like that, and just paint over for me. So I'm going to do that. I want chickens. Okay, who's with me? Okay, my thing is, okay, getting everything done in the office. I'm going to try to very much go out this weekend because my niece is doing a lot of the cooking, okay, this weekend. So, and I'm going to do ham and stuff like that, so I don't have to be over the stove to cook. I want my yard actually because still things are packed and out there. So, you know what I mean? I want chickens. I think that I'm going to do that because I can have, a dog for me because of my illness and stuff like that. So I can have any kind of animal I want, but I have to talk to City Hall first and everything like that and let them know that I'm going to do that. Once I do that, I get 2 or 3 chickens and stuff like that, feed them and everything like that. I didn't know that chickens could be without a rooster. Okay, sue me because my grandfather, and my father's father actually and mother were farmers. So, but I was raised in a farm, but I wasn't because I only went down there for like 2 or 3 weeks and then I went to camp. So, not knowing that, I didn't know that you didn't have to heat the house. Who knew? Okay, all right, 3 females would be enough for me. 3 females would be just enough for me. And then that way, because I have a garden, but I mean, my garden is up on the deck now and stuff like that. I'm getting ready to start it. And I will be showing you the seeds and stuff I got later on this week. Well, later this weekend, because I'm so excited about getting ready to farm again, my little bit of farming. And, so I didn't know that I thought you had to have heaters and all this other kind of stuff. And the people that live around here say no. My girlfriend, whose father was a farmer across the bridge on the other side of us, okay, she said they never. Yeah, I mean, and I would like to do that. I would like to give people eggs and stuff like that, and stuff like that. And since I'm ill and I have that capacity to have it, I might as well just have it. Now, is my husband happy about it? No, but he won't bother me. My husband is not he's the dog type. But I'm also allergic to dogs now because I had the stroke. And I'm allergic to cats. I'm allergic to rabbits. I'm allergic to everything. Okay, except for, hey, Moms, where have you been? Everybody say hi to Moms. You know what I mean? So because of that, I mean, and since the chickens can stay outside, and they don't have a bunch of hair, like their hair is not the capacity of a dog or a cat, or anything like that. I can deal with that. That's what my doctor said. So, and my doctors are both Filipino, and I listen to them, or they'll kill me. But anyhow, so that's what I got. Okay, let me show you what I got. I showed you the rabbits. I got Easter baskets. This is not a rabbit, but this I got my A&D ointment. Okay, I believe I think I got 6 of these. Moms, how you doing? So I got 6 of these. And this is for their skin. Now I got the eczema body lotion. This is from the Dollar Tree too. And this is Dermacell. Okay. And this is for Hadia because she has allergies. And so she has skin. So you got to be really careful. Hey, Ray. I got cocoa butter lotion, body lotion. I got 3 of these. No, I got 4 of these. I got 4 of these. That's going in their basket. I thought I got off the hinges, but no. They told me you're not off until we say you're off. So I guess it's never. And I got these. These are also the cocoa butter lotion. And then I got the one that, because there was no more cocoa butter, so I got fresh aloe body lotion. So I got that. I got 2 fix-all adhesives because I can never find the fix-all adhesive once I buy it. Okay, I don't know what happens to it. Okay, and I got to fix the lamp that I made. Well, I didn't make the lamp. I just redid the lamp. Okay, so then I got my juice. I got to have my juice. I got 2 of these, the Arizona iced tea, which is lemon and the lemon tea. I got 1 cranberry. I got 1 Welch's grape, and then I got 1 lemon. Lemon, just complete lemonade, which is the streeters. And the last thing I got because you can't have. Well, I got some more stuff. But the last thing I got, which I really needed, was these because these roll across. And if I found them in a dollar store, and I said, I'm going to get 2 of them now, because I've been buying 2 of them like forever. So I have about maybe 10, because I can put them in my little, my planters and everything, and just roll them across and everything like that, which is good for me. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because, and I have a chair that comes downstairs, but the thing is, once I get in my room and I start knitting, or I start watching television, or I start reading, then I want something to drink. So I was coming downstairs years now, and so when I was in the other house, when we had the fire, I was way upstairs. So he put a refrigerator upstairs. So he said, keep it in the room, because that's just easier for you, because he has one in his room. So that, and I bought a water pitcher for that as well. So I'm good. Yeah. So I do have a fridge in my room, but I got these. I got 2 of these. So I have about maybe 10. I might have more than 10. Oh, that was noisy. By the way, does anybody hear that noise that they were saying that they were hearing? Okay. So this is the candy that I bought. So this is, yeah. And that's what you have to think of it as. But I would come downstairs, I would ride downstairs, and sometimes I would even walk downstairs. But like my husband said, he said, but sometimes you're really tired and stuff like that. You need not do that. So he gave me his refrigerator. He got another one. So you do still hear it, huh? Let me try something. Wait 1 second. Because I don't know I might know what it is. Okay, Tip, you still hear it now? So I got these. These are the Havro. Nope. Okay, so the 2 mouse sounders, okay? One's plugged in there and then one's plugged down there. So that's what it is. So now, from now on, when I come on, I'll turn those off. Good. So these are the Haro, and these are Happy Hoppies. So I got these. Okay, this is called Coastal Bay Candy Powder. I don't know who's going to eat them, but we'll see. Well, these are Sour Punch Twists. Okay, I don't know, but I figured. And then these are the Happy Hoppies again. No, these are the candy powder. Somebody will eat them. Okay, these are the little sweet tart jelly beans. I got some of those. And this is the Happy Hoppy again. Sweethearts. These are Sour Patch. And I think these are mine. These are the jelly bean flops. Jelly bean flops. These all came from the dollar store. or the Dollar Tree or whatever it is now. And this I got, this is the salt-free seasoning. And my girlfriend introduced this to me, and she said this is really good, and it actually does somehow or other puts a little bit of extra oomph in whatever you're cooking. Okay. You know I got mango. And this is the extra jelly flop. So I'm going to put this in the bag, in the box. And I bought a $5 box, with a cover on it and stuff like that. And when I get finished, I'll give it to one of the girls. Now, the things that I bought for me were the So Natural freeze-dried mixed fruit and the So Natural freeze-dried. This is the mixed fruit, and this is the strawberry and banana. And that, like, if I want something in the middle of the night, I can do that. Oh, and also, yeah, but these are mine. And this is the yogurt raisin. Because, okay, I stopped munching years ago on potato chips. If I want something salty, I'll have popcorn with a little bit of butter because I know that I can do popcorn. But potato chips and stuff like that, unless I make them myself, which is a rarity, okay? It's just too salty and stuff like that. And I put salt in my food when I'm cooking. And I might put a little bit of salt on my food when I'm eating, but most of the time I put enough salt in and it tastes, and other seasonings that it tastes pretty good. So, you know what I mean? I really don't want to do that if I can help it. Well, anyway, I love you all. And I will be back on, hopefully. Nothing else happens. Nothing else is going to happen. I'm not even going to speak that into existence. Cancel that. I'm going to start cooking again, and I'm going to start. I love you, Ola Joe. I'm so glad you're doing good, though. I'm going to start cooking again. I'm going to start. I started knitting and everything like that. I'll show you what I did. I'm knitting dishcloths right now. For presents and things like that. And but I'm going to start knitting again. I'm actually going to start sewing. I have a sewing machine. I just have to bring it downstairs and put it in my art room. So little by little, the art room is now getting unplugged because it was completely we cleaned it all out and we had to move everything all back again. I really have got to get to work. Okay. I've got things I've got to make, and before you know it, it'll be Christmas time again, because before we know it, it's Easter. And how did it get here? Okay. Now, March the 31st, I don't even know what it is. I'll tell you when it is right now. I want everybody to come for my birthday. I wish we could bake a cake and come on, seriously? March the 31st is on a Monday. So what say we do it on a Sunday night, maybe? Because I'm going to put it up on so that, everybody can come ahead. So you all talk among yourself. And I'll when I come back on probably Sunday night, I will put it on. Okay. On Sunday night? Okay. We'll have it Sunday night. Have it early, about maybe 7 o'clock to 9, because, I go to bed about 9 o'clock, 9:30. Okay. And whatnot. Everybody can come on and everything like that. I will be 77 years old if the Lord lets me live till the 31st. So, and I think I was with my girlfriend today, and she is 80 years. She'll be 80 years old the 24th. We have been friends since forever. Okay. So we were talking about the friends that we lost and everything like that. As everybody has lost friends, we're not the only ones. I don't ever take my anything to happen to me like it's, oh my God, it's happening to me. It's everything happens to everybody in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so I'm just one of those people that say, you know what, I ain't the only one. But we were just talking about friends that we lost and things like that, and to be friends with somebody. And actually, we've never had a bad word to say to each other either. We've never not stopped speaking. My other friends, no, me and Winnie didn't either. But I've had other friends that we've, didn't speak for a while and stuff like that. And then, we got over it and, did what we had to do. But these two, the person that died, and then the person that has been my friend for 70 years, 70. Oh my God, I don't remember other not being friends. I think that because she has a picture of me with my other cousin who's dead, and she's holding me when I was a baby. So, knowing my mother, because my mother delivered babies and stuff like that. Knowing my mother, she might have delivered me with them in the room. Who knows, you know? But this particular person and Sandy, you'll probably meet her eventually. I think you've met her once years ago. We did a tuna fish thing in Hui. And I think Mobs, I think, was there too. But you got to understand something, okay? We've never had we've raised our kids together. We've raised our grandchildren together. No, she doesn't have any great grandchildren, but I have two. So, it's an honor to be friends with somebody like that. It's an honor to be friends with anybody that's real. And you all know that. When you have a real friend that's been with you through thick and thin, she was there. My father died and I was 8 years old. Okay, so we put all our parents on the ground, our grandparents, everything. When you have a real friend, at least one real friend, you know what I'm talking about, that goes high and low for you. This is the one that got mad when some of the girls started picking on me and stuff like that, and said really, really some cool things to some of the kids. To say I never let them bother me, but certain people have certain things. But anyway, I love you all. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. Hold your family close. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Okay? I have some news I think I want to. Well, I can tell you now. I think I'm going to start a cooking show, a basic cooking show, because everybody knows how to cook. But I just, I wrote a cookbook and stuff like that. I want to write another one, and it's like a 20-minute cookbook, but it's just something that people need, But I will talk to you about that tomorrow. Love you all. Take care. God bless. Love you. Peace.